His eyes tighten, and the playful tone he started with fades. There's a deep, protracted hush that there's no laughter or careless pull for clicks. But it feels like the breath has been drawn out of the room. He is no longer speaking to a crowd. He's talking to her. One phrase is equivalent to a smack. He informs Tamar that she was a bold-faced, bald-headed liar on timelines while looking straight at the camera. There, the frame keeps freezing. Instead of being angry, his eyes are tight. The words feel heavier each time they are uttered, and his jaw is tightened. Tamar's calm sit-down with L'Oreal, on the other hand, reveals that she attended a friend's birthday party and threw a friend a birthday party. But she is unsure of what actually occurred to her that night. Two different energies. The internet does what it always does. Reaction channels splice Kalau next to her little confusion. Editors slow down her face and concentrate on his. Moreover, phrases like something not adding up, this not matching, and someone lying start to appear in the comments. What started off as just another awkward description of the interview gradually becomes a more important question. Given how hazy her memory is, how is his time frame so accurate? The talk then takes on a new dimension, even though he never expresses it. When Funky talks about how often Mendeecees just so happens to show up there. The audience delves further into the story than the transcript ever does. All right, I understand what's happening. All right, everyone, I have something to share with you all. The internet is blazing. He saw them kissing in the rear of the car, and he felt uncomfortable with their closeness. The rumors shift from betrayal and infidelity to something even more explosive, according to comments. DNA, paternity, and the actual importance of a pregnancy claim. I can't be involved in all of today's scandals, so that's just going to happen. I am unable to have the entire thing because it is related to that night. On the one hand, Tamar insists that I have no idea what really happened. But Funky says he knows one thing for sure. He went home after that woman's husband went upstairs. Now, viewers are asking a question that nobody is ready to answer on television. What's going on? ... Somewhere between the two versions, if nothing deeper. Why is there a sudden discussion about a DNA test? Tension is gradually rising. Mistrust develops in layers, just like a closed door does. The tone is weighty, quiet, and entirely shifts from irritation to something more pointed, more like a discovery than a tirade. The audience can tell as soon as Funky shifts from talking about the interview to assessing the evening. Even before he says anything specific. It's in the way he exhales, speaks more slowly, and maintains eye contact. It's as though he's finally made up his mind to say something that he's been attempting to keep quiet for months. The requests for food, the late-night connections, and the man's regular presence all start to come back to him. He said Tomarzo and the group were merely looking for food when they reached out. He told them that everything in the area was closed and suggested that they go see Chris on the roof. That should have been a standard gathering. That was quickly forgotten. But his account of what happened doesn't seem random. It has a deliberate, non-exaggerated pattern sound. He points out that Mendeecees had already materialized out of thin air. For the third time, they landed in the same spot. He's now realizing that his delivery doesn't appear too dramatic when he suddenly repeats. And the way he says it, and the way his voice drops, hit viewers like a breadcrumb. If anything, it appears resigned, like to someone viewing security footage that he would never want to see again. At that point, people begin posting their own theories online in real time. Comments begin to draw parallels between concepts he doesn't explicitly show. Why did Mendeecees reappear? Why did the night move from one location to another? Why is Tamar adamant that she'd throw a buddy a birthday celebration? Funky, on the other hand, adamantly disputes that such a party ever occurred. Because of the stark contrast, viewers start breaking the evening down into time periods to see which version feels staged and which feels planned. Funky recalls being quite exhausted. Said he was not even interested in going to Sauce and Buckhead with them. He says Zoe got in touch with him again and told him that Tamar wanted him to get out of his car and go with them to V12. Viewers can see the detail right away. He doesn't do any of the moves. She does. They are approaching another impromptu encounter with the same individual with her. Back at the counter, or right there at TSA, the cost supports TSA's new Confirm ID system, which verifies every step using biometric or biographic cheat checks. According to CBS News, when he wonders why she is painting the night as if she had planned something, the tone becomes tight. If identity cannot be verified, access is not guaranteed. The proposed $45 price is a substantial increase from the $18 that was modified, from TSA and so on. A friend, he doesn't yell. He's not a performer. He talks as though the dramatic elements have been eliminated because he has seen the scene so many times. If the buddy was really throwing a birthday party, he said, her name ought to have been on the plaque. Weird. Is suing Donald Trump in retaliation for any tariffs he imposed on them. He is suing them in retaliation. Instead, he portrays her account as something she made up after the fact with the intention of implying that he tricked her, while, in his view, he was merely present for her own objectives. At this point, people start giving me letters or statements on letterhead from Tamar's attorney's office, and the tone of the document is chilling while I'm doing whatever I need to do. As a result, the letters reading becomes more intense. The difference between what she says and what he insists actually happened creates the story. Despite his assertion that I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, the project, which consists of a 6-song EP with a short video, was never intended to honor anyone. In the interview, she calmly stated that she went home as usual. He accuses her of lying bluntly, with a directness that shocks